Hi, and welcome to my first video. My name is Mankin, a loctician out of Los Angeles, California. I'm starting another platform for information seekers or potential clients curious about how I get locks started or how to take care of them. Here in this video, I'll show you how to get your locks started using simple comb coils and some pros and cons and tips on how to take care of them. Before anything, we start with the wash and condition. This portion was not recorded, but important enough that it'll be a topic for a future video. The products I use are all by Design Essentials, starting with the O-Protein and Henna Deep Cleansing Shampoo, second, the Honey Cream Moisture Retention Shampoo, and lastly, the Stimulations Deep Conditioner. After the conditioner, you go through a thorough comb out process. After the hair is all combed out, a trim may be necessary, but not always, and it's never for length, just to trim the dead ends. Now in the chair, you have to find a size that you're comfortable with. In the video, this particular client wanted a good medium-sized lock, not too big, not too small, but still give her a head full. The size is going to be based on the part to lock ratio, termed by Damian Walter, is something that basically explains how big your lock is going to be based off of the size, determined by your hair texture, your curl pattern, how thick your hair is, and things like that. It's easy to think about the sizes or see the sizes based on the sizes of coins, like dime, nickel, pennies, and quarters. Dime being the smallest and quarter obviously being the largest, all of which can have a healthy outcome if a healthy, consistent regimen is put in place. For starter locks, all I use is a twist and set solution called Lock and Curl. Because we're using your natural curl pattern, there's little to no reversion. The best thing for your locks at this point are to be loose and natural and free. With that being said, I don't recommend styling starter locks. Reason being is that you shed 100 hairs a day, approximately. These hairs over time are going to get caught up in the shaft of your lock, creating a bud. That's actually what's going to start the lock. With these hairs detaching from your scalp, if you style them and force them to stay in one spot, over time where they're not budding, they will become thin. And that thinning will accelerate the more it's forced to stay in one spot. Down the line, this can cause problems with thinning and breakage through the shaft of your lock. For parting, I use C parts. Compared to diamond style parts or square parts, they tend to look a little bit more full and natural, seeing that curly hair is curly like a C. After the coils are done and dried, I use Black Queen olive oil to hydrate the scalp. It's a very light and loose oil that basically just helps soothe your follicles so that your hair can grow smoothly through them. In between maintenances, I recommend a loose, light oil like this twice or 3 times a week. This will help with any dryness or itching that you might be experiencing. Another must is to tie your hair down every single night that you go to sleep. You want to tie it down to your scalp so that it doesn't move on your pillow throughout the night while you're tossing and turning in bed. It'll also help keep dust or anything that might be floating around in the air out of your locks while you sleep. Especially during the starter phase, it's very important to come back and get maintenance every 3 to 4 weeks to keep the locks congruent and to start training them to do and curl and shed how we want them to. Also, 3 to 4 weeks is enough time for dirt and sweat and things to start accumulating onto your scalp, and that's a long enough time that you want to get all of that stuff cleaned out really good and get another conditioning treatment to help start nourishing your hair again. Also, another important thing that I think is good to touch on is that I would much rather have consistent cleanings rather than one or two big cleanings throughout the year or whatever time frame that a lot of people are going off of. Cleanings and things are like the apple cider vinegar rinse, which is very, very harsh for your hair. It'll make it very dry and brittle and can lead to breakage later on down the line. Things like major detox cleanings are very unnecessary for your hair and can actually damage it in the long run. Hopefully this video helps answer a few questions and shows that locks can be started in a clean and healthy way using your own natural curl pattern, which is a huge misconception that they can't. Watch to the end to see her final outcome. Thanks for checking out my first video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if this video helped you out at all. And if you're in the Los Angeles area, book your next appointment with me. My website is headfullofhair515.com, Instagram at headfullofhair515. Thank you.